Hi all. Have you ever tried to push open a door and it just doesn't seem to open? Then you look up to realize it says pull. Let's be honest, it has happened to all of us. There is no need to be ashamed because this brings us to a very important concept of physics. It is called force. Well, if you pull this box, this will come towards you, and if you will push this box, it will move away from you. Whichever direction you apply the force, the box will move in that direction, right? From this, we can say that force has a defined direction and a magnitude or value. In the example we used, the force had some value but also a direction that was towards you. Any quantity that has magnitude and direction is called as a vector quantity. Therefore, force is also a vector quantity like velocity, acceleration, momentum, weight, and so on. Quantities that have only magnitude and no direction are called scalars, like mass, distance, energy, speed, and so on. Let's learn more about vectors. Imagine there is this box and a rope attached to it. Now, if you try to pull this box, what will happen? It will move towards you, right? Since you applied the force. We can see it is moving in the direction of the force. Now, what will happen if your friend starts pulling the same box from the other side with the same force? Will the box move? The box will not move. Well, this is because the forces are of the same magnitude, but they are being applied in the opposite directions. Thus, the vector pointing to the left is the negative vector of the one pointing towards the right. A negative vector of a given vector is the one which has the same magnitude but has an exactly opposite direction. Thus, as a result, the box doesn't move at all as one vector cancels out the other. Now, if you and your friend pull the box in the same direction, then what will happen? The box will move towards them. This is because the two vectors are in the same direction. Thus, they will add up. Here, now if you and your friend will pull the box like this, then what will happen? In which direction will the box move? Will it move towards you or it will move towards your friend? You can pause the video and think about it. Well, it will neither go your way or your friend's way. Now, how will the box move? Well, you roughly say that the box will move like this. But what about the exact direction and the net force? In order to find this, we will use the parallelogram law of vector addition. When you have two vectors originating from the same point or co-initial vectors, we can make a parallelogram using these vectors like this. A parallelogram is a four-sided shape where the opposite sides are equal and parallel to each other. This symbol is the Greek letter theta. It represents the angle between the two vectors. A and B are the magnitudes of the two vectors being added, while R is the magnitude of the resultant vector. The direction of the resultant vector is represented as an angle with respect to the first vector. This symbol is the Greek letter alpha. It is the angle between the resultant vector and A. We use this formula to find the magnitude of the force. And in order to find the direction of the resultant vector, we use this formula. Now, in order to understand this better, let's jump to a simulation. We can see that there is a boat on a flowing river. The force of the river is 1000 newtons and the force of the boat is also 1000 newtons. There are two scenarios in this simulation. In one scenario, it is shown that how the boat moves against the river, and in the other scenario, there are two boats tied to a bigger boat. And we have to observe that how the bigger boat moves and what forces are involved. Here in this video, we will focus on the second scenario. Here, we see that two boats are tugging a ship in different directions with different forces. Here, there is no force of river because of simplification and ease of understanding. we are considering river water to be still. That is, river water is not applying any force. Let's see all the vectors involved in this and try to figure out how the ship will move. We know that the ship will move along the resultant vector, and that is exactly what happens. But how can we do this mathematically? We can use the formula to find the magnitude of the force. Here again, theta is the angle between the vectors with magnitude A and B. And what about the direction of the resultant? After all, it is a vector. Well, we use this formula, where alpha is the angle between the resultant vector and A. You can pause the video and see if you can calculate and get the same values as we can see on the screen. Here, also you can change the force of the boat by clicking on it. Now the length of the vector changes with different forces. If we increase the force on one of the boats, we can see that the ship's movement is dominated by the boat with the higher force. You must try the scenario yourself by downloading the simulation. It will be amazing and fun to visualize how the boat will move if the river is flowing.
Well, I hope you have enjoyed this session. This session is based on an interactive 3D simulation called Scholar. Visit www.scholarlab.in to request a download of the software application to try this out for yourselves.
If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you have any queries, comment down, and yes, don't forget to hit the bell icon and never miss another update from Let's Dude. Till then, keep watching, keep learning, and follow your curiosity. Thank you.